let's get into section 3 now about heart anatomy. So I'll be pointing this out on the model, and if you see my video that I have in the test review, I do point out some of this as well. So the heart has what's called a coronary sulcus or sulcus, depending on your preferred pronunciation. So coronary means crown. And then you have, so it's kind of a sulcus would be like a depression, kind of like a canyon, perhaps. So you also have one, so this is around the width of the heart. You also have an interventricular sulcus, so that's going to be between the ventricles. There's one in the front and there's one in the back. If it went all the way through, then the heart would be split in two. So there's not. Auricles, they're kind of wispy portions on the atria. And then if you're looking at the heart anatomically from a posterior view, you are almost exclusively going to see the left atrium and the left ventricle because of how the heart is tilted. Okay, and again, I'll point those out on the model, or you can watch my video where I've already done that. So, layers of the heart wall. We've actually already talked about the epicardium. So, this is the visceral layer of the pericardium, where it folds back on itself. Then you have the myocardium. And this is in the middle, this is where the muscle is. So this is the bulk of the heart tissue. Then you have what is called the endocardium. So this is just going to be furthest inside. This is going to be like what touches the blood pretty much. So lining all the chambers, the heart valve. So that's the covering of the actual inside of the heart. Okay, specific things about the heart chambers. And again, we're going to look at all these on the heart model. First, you have an atrial septum. This is what separates the right from the left atrium in the top, interatrial. Then you have the interventricular septum. Septum meaning the separation. You also have a septum in your nose. It's what separates your left and your right nostril. So this is what separates the ventricles, right from left. All right. You have something that's called pectinate or pectinate muscles. So pectin means combed in med term. So these are ridges, and pectinate is only in the atria. So that's what you need to remember. Pectinate only in the atria. So the atria don't really have a lot of muscle, as you will have learned or will learn in lecture. Most of the blood going from the atria into a ventricle is just done with gravity. And so the contraction really just kind of helps to top that off. So there's not a lot of muscle. So pectinate is what it looks like, and it's only in the atria. All right, here's something, this is going to be a tricky one to say and spell. This is called Trabeculae Carnae. So fleshy beams. These are only in the ventricles. So these are going to be our ridges in the ventricles. And they're very deep ridges. And so maybe they sort of look like an accordion, but so the muscular ridges in the atria are called pectinate, in the ventricles are called Trabeculae Carnae. You also have something that's called papillary muscle or muscles. All right, so these are also muscles. These can all get confused, so just be careful here. So papillary meaning nipple, which you've probably heard before in med term. So these look like a cone. Think about the shape of a nipple, either anatomically or on a bottle, a baby bottle. So these are going to be, they're shaped like cones. And these are going to be anchors for, here's another hard one, Chordae Tendineae. I can't spell that right. T-E-N-D-I-N-A-E. So tendinous cords. So papillary muscles anchors the Chordae Tendineae, and this is what connects the AV valves to the walls. So so you have valves. Chordae Tendineae are on the valves, the AV valves only. They are anchored to papillary muscle, which connects them to the ventricles. So these three things are only in the ventricles. Chordae Tendineae, also known as the heartstrings. You say, oh, it tugs on my heartstrings. There's that.